Hey guys, this is Sam from DA247. So welcome to my new video. In this video, we will learn about pixels, so Facebook pixels. So just to give an idea what a pixel is. So a pixel is a small snippet of code. It can be a JavaScript code or an HTML code or any sort of custom code which is placed to your website. Just remember, which is placed to your website in different segments. It can be on the home page, it can be in the final order page, that's a thank you page, it can be on blog page, any page to track and analyze and implement the audience behavior for your campaigns. So in one short statement, you can say a pixel is a snippet code which will help you track your audience visitors to your website and let you know how many people are coming into your website, what are the behavior, what are the traits, what are the likings, what are they reading the content on, so in and out of an audience behavior. So it's like if I'm coming to a website, whatever I do, I go to a Mintra website to buy some a shirt or a pant, so it can track everything. I had come to the Mintra website, I clicked on a white pant, I had added that to the cart or added that to the final purchase, I have bought that product. So a pixel is that code which can help you track any sort of implementations or any sort of behavior of a particular person online. And why we use it? We use it from a campaign to increase the engagement, number one, to increase the audience retention, to increase your sales, to increase your conversions. So if I am an optimizer for a campaign, or if you are running your own campaign, you have to integrate the pixels to know the audience behavior. If you know the audience behavior, it's better for you to convert, it's better for you to drive ROI, it's better for you to close clients. So let's start what a pixel is and how we can do it. Let's log into your Facebook account. So once we have into a Facebook account, let's go to this account. So we had been using this sample test account of mine in which we had been running accounts. In the last few videos, I had taken you through audience insights and the Facebook business manager, and also how to create your own ad account on Facebook, and also the final step, how to create A to Z of your Facebook ad account. So that you had already learned and seen. If you've not done that, please read and again watch that video for in-depth detail. So before you set up a pixel, you need to create an account first. So if you're done with that, then only you can proceed with pixel creation. So this is my ad account here, right? So as you know, this is the whole ad account campaign dashboard, the timeline here, the settings tab here, the ad account ID here, and the creation tab here. So let's go to our piece of work. I'll click the top left segment here, that's ad manager. You can come to straight bottom, you can come to this segment here. So I'm using this already, so it will come in the top bar. You can come to events manager. So once you'll come to events manager, this is the events manager tab. A new window will open on the same window. So this you can see here how to set up a pixel. You can also visit the implementation guide, but no need of that. I'll just tell you the best hack and the simplest process how to do it. In the left hand things, you can get different sources, different types, data sources, custom conversion, partner integrations. So that's again in depth, I can take on separate videos. There's a total different class to that. So let's go to how to set up a pixel. You can just see here, set up a pixel tab here, press this button. Now you'll be getting few options. The options will be add a code using a partner integration, manually add pixel code to the website, or email instructions to a developer. So starting from the third one, bottom to top. So this is the best if for people who are working in an agency or on the client side, they have their own website developer, so they can just click over here, and what will happen is you can just integrate and copy the code from here, or you can simply get an event code here and you can send it to email ID. So the best thing is this is your pixel ID here. So this is a unique pixel ID. What you can do for every account, this is unique. You can simply copy the paste, and here the code, you can copy it and paste it on a text txt format notepad. So I'll just show it to you. It's always better you download the text file, pixel on always the text file in a notepad here. So what happens is, because in a text file this is a raw template, the whole code has to be copied. If you copy it in a Word or in an Excel, the spaces or some due to some font size, something's changed, and then your pixel will not work. So always best copy it from here and paste it on your notepad. Fine. So this is the view pixel of your account. So view pixel will do what it'll do. I'll just explain in a very short line. It'll help you to analyze. It'll help you to capture all the people, all the audiences coming online to your website. It's coming from an online ad, or it's coming as a direct user, it's coming as an organic user. So you need not worry on that. Any person who is coming onto the website will be able to get on your audience list. All right, so it's just simple. You can just copy the code here and you can send across. So we can leave it for now. The best thing is, again, if you have a partner website, for example, if you have your own website that is made up in some coding languages, Drupal, Eventbrite, Jimdo, anything, and even if you have some other e-commerce websites like WooCommerce, Wix, or WordPress. So I have a few sites that I made in Shopify, Wix, and WordPress. So these are almost a very interactive sites made on WordPress, and shopping sites and e-commerce sites. Many e-commerce giants use it. So it's very it's a partner to Facebook as well. So if you click on it, simply is the like every partner has its own dashboard. It will show you a dashboard here, and you can follow the steps here. For example, in the settings, in the marketing tools, and you can have to integrate your pixel ID. Remember in the last frame I showed you what your account pixel ID is. You can integrate it from there. So once it is here, it will show you all the steps here, how to integrate it. You will go to the marketing and integrations. Similarly for WooCommerce, similarly for Wix, and you can just have to place your account pixel ID. Once that is placed, your account pixel ID, and it will just check it. You have to come back to the interface, and the system will refresh, and the site will be checked again. The pixel is placed properly. Always remember, you have to place the pixels in the head tags. So once the head tag is placed, you can start developing and start catching your audiences, right? So you can start catching audiences that's coming to the website. So for a more detailed explanation, I'll just show it to you here. As I explained you, this is the third method in which you have to extract the code yourself, and you can even put the code yourself on a website, or you can give it to a third-party vendor, or you can give it to a developer to integrate it. So I can copy it here. It'll automatically get copied. You just have to click once, and you can just place it here, and then you can save it as any file name. For example, I save it as okay, it's taking some time, but you can save it directly like anything. Usually what I do is I put the account name, for example, SD account 2 pixel ID, FB pixel ID, so just to have some relevance. And the best thing is always turn on the automatic advanced matching. For example, what it does exactly is whenever the pixel is placed, when you turn on the automatic advanced matching, it will capture all the necessity details of a user. For example, if I'm coming to my digital ads website, whatever information I'm sharing, that will be saved totally. Obviously in the hashed format, we cannot see that, but it is saved into the Facebook ad dashboard system. The information can be email, gender, city, anything. So whatever the information the user provides, it will be in the hashed format saved to the person on the website. So you can select all these. It's always better. The more you collect, the more identification you get of the customer, and the more relevancy you get of the customer, and the more better for campaign growth and campaign. Not always in terms of ROI, but always in terms of growth. I mean, you can always expand your users. You can find more relevant users. The more relevant users you have, the more engagement you have, more website visits you have, more engagement activity you have, more website sessions you have, and definitely that will give you a better growth rate in terms of ROI at the end. So you can again save it. You can email instructions from here as well. The same step, there's a third step again, but it's linked to here. So you can just send the email from here directly. You can even get a custom event for code for conversions. This will take you a third-party site of only Facebook support dashboard, in which what you can do is you can even custom update the pixel in terms of add specific custom events. If you want to track ad payment method, if you want to track add to cart, you want to track conversion wish list, so everything. So these are custom parameters that you need to add within the code if you are an e-commerce client, or even some other educational client, or whatever, depending upon your need. So you need to tap all your visitors in terms of add to cart, in terms of email subscribers, in terms of thank you page subscribers, right? Everything. So you can have to just add these 2 bit of code here into your full set of standard event code. So you can be able to track all these segments. So these are auto updated. You can directly check from this site, and you can update here. So the whole event is how to place it. It's being mapped here. It's a very simple procedure that's been mentioned here. So developer would find it very easy to just place it. And always remember, the Facebook code has to be placed on the head tags only, between the opening and closing of head tags. So once that is done and you add the standard event over here, your pixel is set, and then you can just recall from the Facebook pixel manager here. And once everything is done, you can just see the events being firing. As of now, I removed the pixel, so there's no recent activity. Once you start and the pixel is placed finally, you will be getting events in form of here. This is the page view, as you can see here. The page view events added over here. You can just see the spike over here. 11 event codes being fired. That means 11 people have visited my site, right? You can also check which particular page has been seen here. Right, so you can click here and you will be get to see all the parameters here. As a pixel is removed, so you will not be able to see it, but all the URLs that are being surfaced by the audience will be placed over here, and you can see all the URL at once. See, this is the one of our email campaign sites. You can just see the sites over here. So this is how you will get to know once the pixel is placed, the pixel is calling. Once it's being called, you call it in digital marketing term, the pixel being called or pixel being fired. So you will see here eligible and active. So once that is active, the people and whatever events are being called off, you can select it from here. As if I've selected page view, the number of people have come to a page, there will be spikes here. So you can see and custom which particular day has seen the most days, and you can custom and see the reports accordingly. And you will see a green signal here, and this is the whole. And further, you can just create different custom events, and in terms of conversions, in terms of add to cart, and you can just see all the details here, and you can see all the events being fired here and all the audiences being fired from here. For further, you can use these audiences in your campaigns, and you can drive whatever campaigns you want in terms of ROI campaigns, in terms of video view campaigns, and so on and so forth. So guys, hope you just remember all the steps here, how to generate a pixel in the 3 steps. What were the 3 steps? Email to a developer, manually set up the code, or add a partner integration. So once that is done, you will come to this website back. It will take approximately 30 to 60 minutes whenever the system gets refreshed. And once that is done, usually it can even take 2 to 4 hours. So once that is done, you will see a green eligible and active tag here. Once that is done and you have seen this, that means your pixel is active, and you can start running your pixel oriented campaigns, retargeting campaigns, and custom campaigns. So hope this small video would have helped you in generating your own pixel and starting your pixel oriented campaigns, right? For any questions, you can just come back to me on my website or my email address or my Facebook page. Till then, stay safe, keep learning.